getting ready. I have started cutting this out for my cup that's already waiting on it, and I said I need to show you guys how I use regular sheets of paper, print it out, and print them out and then cut them to size and put them on the cups. No machine and decals and whatnot, regular sheets of paper. So let me show you how I did it. I'm going to come back once I finish cutting it. Alright guys. Okay, so I have my cup of Mod Podge, my little brush here. The back will probably be a little bit more tedious because I have those little letters. And all letters, you don't have to use that. You can use sticker letters, anything that you don't have to use a printer with. But I personally wanted these letters because it went with the idea that I had for, well, what Mike picked out at the time. So I'm just kind of like eyeballing it and making sure it is straight and centered, basically. I don't want it too low, but I don't want it where, when you turn the cup, it's not evenly in the middle. I like where this is at right here. So I'm going to stick my hand there. And that's the good thing about this picture. It doesn't make it like look thrown off because it's kind of big. And see how I just moved that? Boom. So that make me be able to know where I'm at with this. And I just put this kind of on the back lightly to make it stick. And then I'm going to probably try to go over the edges a bit more. You don't want to put too much because you don't want it to be too wet and soggy. But you want it to have enough to just, be tacky on there. Because the main goal of it is you want every part of this to lay flat. All of it. You want to make sure that it's going to lay right. Now I'm just glopping up a big part, but I'm going to thin it out. Spread it out. And there we go. This is the same thing I use to harden the paper. Oh, look at that. Curling up. See, that's why you don't want too much. But you want enough. Okay. Start from the middle and you lay it flat out. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like this video. I really would appreciate it. And go ahead and subscribe to me. I have so much more things in the work. I promise you, you're going to really enjoy everything that I'm bringing to this channel. But that's my spiel. I leave all my information in the description box. If you want to go follow me on my other platforms, whether via Instagram, I just opened up my Etsy shop. I'm starting to put stuff up there, so that's why you're seeing a lot of me rolling out what I'm doing and mostly my business, so I can, spark up some stuff. Get some things rolling over here. So yes, let's get back to the cup at hand. This is how far I got right here. Looking lovely. It's very shiny and it looks sticky all around because I took my Mod Podge, and the thing is, you know, a lot of things you'll have stickers, but because we use printer paper, we're using Mod Podge. And this is the you can get this at the Dollar Tree, but they have bigger bottles at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, and whatnot. I just grabbed those because I have a huge bottle of Mod Podge that I still have not fully finished using. I kind of like this type of brand better. I just been grabbing them as I go from Dollar Tree. But yes, so we use that as the adhesive part to stick this onto the cup right here. And what I did was I added more Mod Podge, and you go crazy with the Mod Podge because you want to make sure you have nothing lifting, nothing looking like it's going to come off or peel up, because you don't want anything to get under there once you put your epoxy down. And you also don't want it to stick out when you put your epoxy down and it mess up the whole image of the cup. So you want to make sure it lays flat. And that's fine that you go crazy. Everybody have their own method of doing this. This is just how I, figured out, on my own how to do this type of thing. What can I use if I don't have all the tools at the time? So this is what I start off with. I'm actually in the midst of getting things in so that I don't have to do it specifically this way. But I want to teach all of those who coming up trying to do cups and they don't necessarily have the funds to have the machines for it. And actually what I usually do, a lot of people who really know and watch my videos know that I went to the library. So you got 10 cents for the image. You go and you print it off, whatever site, and you will have the image to put on your cup. So that's what I did. And far as the so basically you just want to make sure it's fat, and it's okay to go crazy with the glue. I almost lost my train of thought, because you can always go back with some nail polish remover or some alcohol. Preferably me, I'm going to use nail polish remover and just clean up all the I don't know if you can see, all this gunky glue. Just wipe it up, clean it up, and it'll be perfectly fine. You can kind of gently wipe down if you go overboard on the picture and you don't like something you see. You could just go and take a Q-tip or whatnot, because that's what I'm going to use, and clean up. Now I started the back, and I wanted to come on here and show you this is how far I got. I told you my pieces is cut out. I have an extra paper always on standby in case I get another order or I need to cut something extra out or whatever the case may be. I keep this, and this is really my guide to remember what the words were, because after I started doing it, I'm like, wait a minute, is it chaos or is it panic? Disorder, I know it's lies. What? So I went in my files and grabbed my paper so I can see where I'm at. So yeah, this is what I've done so far, and we're just gonna line it up. I've been using my measuring thing so that I can sit down and measure, but I can't have y'all looking at me do this, because for some reason I just can't do it right on camera. But yeah, I'm gonna try. Yeah, so really with this, like I said, with the glue, if you ever feel something lifting, or it just in your mind you thinking well, maybe I need to just do it, because even still it looks like it's almost 3D sitting on top of the cup. Ooh, the lighting is horrible. Can you see that? Can you see that? The lighting is so bad, y'all. I'm so sorry. We're not gonna play with the camera today. Yes, so it looks like it's kind of sitting on top of the cup. So you want to just make sure it's sticky and it's laying out as flat as possible and nothing will lift up. I see a little piece that looks like it might. So all I do is take my brush. This is what I did off camera. And I just went and I put it on there and around. Because what you do is, if you can't get it completely under there, You sealing it off so that once the epoxy hit, you got this glue to cover up that hole, and that epoxy will not go up under the picture. So you just want to make sure. And it doesn't matter if you put it on there, because it's going to continue to dry like it is. That's why I can go crazy, because no matter how it looks, it will dry clear. That's why I love this Mod Podge more than I do glue. More than I do glue. Yeah, but everywhere where I feel like, oh, wait a minute, this look like it's lifting, or it might lift, or I'm not sure, just do it. So, because the worst thing you have is you putting it on, the epoxy on there, and it gets up under the picture. Now you done ruin the whole thing. Yeah, so like I said, it does not matter. Once you get good and well and done, you can go ahead and clean it up with some Q-tips, tissue paper, whatever, with some alcohol or some nail polish remover. So far as this part, I just let it sit, and it only takes about 2 minutes for it to dry in the front. Then, like, I have these two things, my little foamy things that I use for a stand, and I can just lay this flat on here. All good, y'all. And I just kind of line it up. Some people can use like vinyl and stuff, but if you don't have a machine for it, don't have the Cricut machine and all of that stuff, and you don't have the sticky paper to do it on, you use this method. So the epoxy has been placed, and it's just spinning now. It's done. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a beautiful, blessed rest of the day. Bye. Be beautiful, because you're beautiful people.